Squire! Fetch my vorpal helmet!
Sir, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
All right, this man with the saber and cloak, actually he's wielding a saber and a main gauche, I believe. In any event, he's looking for a place to go. He has nowhere to go. Kind of yells out, "Make way!" But he's going to take the wait maneuver. And anybody comes close, he's going to stab him. All right, Yasunge is going to try to fast draw an arrow. And he attempts to do that, but doesn't. So he's going to spend this entire turn fast drawing an arrow. Raj is going to all out defend dodge again, and he's going to move into position up there to be able to attack some of those bandits. All right, that's his maneuver. Frank is going to attack, and who's he going to attack? He has a guy in front of him. He's going to push up. He needs people to come in and help him out. So he pushes up. He's going to target this man with a short sword and a shield. And he's going to attack that guy with a broadsword thrust. And he misses by 1, so bad luck for Frank. Guy with the halberd is going to move to there, and I think he's going to take an all-out... No, what's he going to do here? Probably going to take a wait maneuver, yeah. So if someone comes within reach, he's going to attack that person. All right, the man with the spear is going to attack Frank. So Frank moved up. The man with the spear is going to try to attack him. And he's going to try to thrust with his spear, take the attack maneuver, try to take the attack maneuver. How about we do that? It just won't work. There we go. All right. And he tries to thrust at Frank with his spear. Successful. Frank is going to need to defend. So his defenses are all back. What's he going to do? Block. He blocks. He does that with ease. Now, the man with the glaive is going to... I think he's going to swing at Frank in between. Swing or thrust. He'll do one of those two things. But he's going to try to go in between his two guys there. He's going to thrust. So he thrusts at Frank with his glaive. Frank has to defend. Did he thrust? I thought he did. Oh, yeah, we're looking at the weight. 8 pounds. So what can Frank do here? He's probably going to have to dodge, I guess. Sword parry? No, I guess he can parry with his broadsword. Yeah. It's not 3 times the weight. Carlotta moves up here. Not sure. Did we forget that she dropped her? We totally forgot. Fantastic. So, let's see what happens if I retcon this or not in real time. I realize at some point. Let's see. Let's see. He's looking. Are we going to dodge? Are we going to block? I'm trying to figure out here what's going on. I feel like at some point I realize, oh wait, Carlotta does not have her flail. Let's see. What am I typing here? Note that a block would have been an 8 also. Due to the flail imposing a -2 to defense. Yeah, that's great. But does she have a flail in her hands? Do I remember this? Do I not? Let's see. Well, I'm clearly looking for the flail damage. Do I apply it? At some point, do I remember? Right leg. Let's see. Apply injury. Did I do it? Well, maybe I forgot. Well, that's unfortunate. So, let's see. Looks like I forgot. Looks like this guy is injured. Wait a minute. Now I start going back and I realize, wait a minute. No. Retcon all that. Yeah, I thought I did that. Okay. So let's go back and let's undo everything that we just did because that didn't happen. But that could have happened. So that would have been interesting. But that's not what happened. So instead of attacking, what Carlotta is going to do, yeah, get rid of all that. That's all wrong. Yeah, take off the status effect. He's not shocked, right? He's fine. Yep, delete all that. Delete that. Yep, there we go. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Ready. How come we don't have that? Oh, it's probably capital R. Boy, a lot of problems here. There we go. And she's going to be, yep, crouches and picks up her flail and readies her flail. Morningstar, whatever it is. Interesting question as to whether or not that's just picking it up as one action and readying it as another one. But for purposes of this combat, we're just going to say that it's one thing. I think you might be able to do that with a successful dex roll or whatever, but we're not doing that. Anyway, this guy's going to swing at Carlotta, who's crouching. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. He's going to thrust. And he's successful, so she's going to have to defend. Now, the good thing is, Thulnar put magical shield on her. So, when she blocks, she's going to have +2 for her shield and +2 for her magical shield. But we need to give her penalties because she is crouching, I believe. There we go. We didn't have her crouching. Now we have her crouching. And now that should be -2 penalty. Oh, let's try that again. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it applied the crouching, but whatever. It's fine. Or maybe it did. Okay. Regardless, guy with the mace is going. He's going to move. And he probably can move about, I don't know, 4. Yeah, he's going to move over there. He's going to try to get ready. See if he can get in this combat. Foxfire has a 2-die lightning in her hand. Who can she target? She's looking now. Ideally, she wants to target someone who doesn't have a shield. Whoops, that's not what we're doing. So she wants to target someone who doesn't have a shield, if she can. That may not be possible. She's going to aim. Who's she going to aim at? Man with the duster. Sure. So he doesn't have a shield. Great. That's her turn. Man with the short sword is going to try to either stab or swing. He's going to try to stab. Our buddy Frank. Frank is going to have to now either parry or a second parry or dodge. Probably dodge is better. Maybe a second block, but no, probably dodge. Yeah, he dodges. Good for him. This guy is going to be round 2 of 4 readying his crossbow. So he's got an arrow out or a bolt out. Now he's going to put that into his crossbow, or he's going to pull the string back to be able to put the bolt in. However you do that. Okay. Raj has just come up, and this guy says, fine, I'll stab him. So, will Raj be able to defend? Well, he's got all defense dodge. That gives him +2 to dodge. So, what's he going to do here? Is he going to do a dodge and retreat? Is he going to do an acrobatic dodge? Probably not. He's not so great at acrobatics. Maybe. Maybe he will. Maybe not. Let's see. Yep, don't seem to have the dodge and retreat. No, well, can't even type it right. Huh? Where the heck is that? Maneuver macros. There it is. Great. Do we have it? Yeah. All right. Let's see. How about? Yeah, I guess I thought that there was something else there, but we're just going to do it. Yeah, 13. Sounds about right. I think. Yeah, +3 to retreat. +2 for, I don't know what we're doing here. That's not right. How about if he does a retreating parry? It's also a 13, but why would he do that? A lot of confusion here. Not really quite clear why that's happening, but how about if we... Aha, I see. I don't see. I'm not really sure what we're doing. Maybe we'll cut part of this out. Macro, dodge, and retreat. Yay! Wonderful. Just click it. There we go. And +2 defense bonus. There we go. Good. Done. And he successfully does this thing. How about B? Yep. Okay. Great. Thulnar. What's Thulnar going to do? He's going to all out defend. Maybe he's going to do something. Gosh. What's he going to do? All defense dodge, which will allow him to move 2. 1, 2. Yep. There we go. Very good. Change your facing. Good. Thulnar. That's the end of round 2. Not that there's rounds in GURPS, but you know what I mean. All right. This guy, again, frustrated. People are not getting into wherever they're supposed to be. There we go. He yells, move up. Well, let's see if someone moves up. Yusunge is going to be readying his bow. Yep, that's what he does. Raj is now going to go on the attack. He moves up. He targets the guy with the duster and takes the attack maneuver. And hopefully he's going to do, I believe, one of his stealth, stab to the vitals. Sure, do that. Fails. Okay. Disappointing. Frank has been somewhat disappointing, or disappointed, either one. Who's he going to target here? Yeah, he's going to target that guy again. Let's see. No, thrust. Can we do it? Oh my gosh. Missed by 1. I think that's 3 in a row that he has missed. This guy is going to continue to wait. Someone eventually is going to move into that hex. And then he's going to stab that person. But until that happens, there's really nothing for him to do, and he's not going to move up. He's got to reach 2 weapon. He needs someone to get in position. All right, the guy with the spear is going to try to stab Frank again. Frank has all his defenses back. Woohoo, almost a critical hit. Very close. Frank is going to parry. Why not? Let's parry that. And he does. Easy. All right, guy with the glaive is going to try to get Frank here. All right. Does he? Maybe. Frank now can block, which he should do. All right, block. Critical success. What's going to happen to the guy with the glaive? Let's see. Critical miss table. You drop your weapon. A cheap weapon breaks. All right, so he drops his weapon. So the glaive is going to be on the ground. We're going to put that down there. So a couple of critical defenses here have really, made this combat look a little bit different than it might otherwise look. Carlotta dropped her flail. This guy dropped his glaive. And that's kind of where we are. We label that? Yeah. How about we do that? Great. Yeah. Let's do it. Create a tile. There's a glaive. Whoop, that's too big. Let's make it maybe 90 by 90. Nope. How about 180 by 90? Yeah, that looks right. Update the tile. Let's move it. Whoa. That's fun. That's a lot of things going on there. Let's put it at elevation 1 so we can see it. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right. That happened. Carlotta's going to go. Okay, so she steps up from crouching and moves there. When she does that, finally, this guy who's been waiting says, all right, all right. It's just something like that. Probably more eloquent than I just did. But yeah, anyway, this man with the halberd is going to try to stab her. Yep, has his weight triggered. That's what happens. So, let's go. Stab. Do it. He does. What happens with Carlotta? She defend? She does. Good thing for that. Well, she still would have made it, but good thing for that magical shield. That's very helpful. All right, this guy steps up, and is he going to try to get her on the flank, or is he going to try to attack Thulnar? Either one is good. Well, I guess he's attacking Carlotta on her flank. So it's on her flank, right? I can't tell where her front facing is, but I think so. And no shield bonus. Could be bad. Right? Wait. Or she was facing that way. Like, oh, she's going to retreat, I think. Not really sure what she's doing. Okay, I think she's going to do it. Maybe she's doing a dodge and retreat. Whatever, she did it. I mean, a 5's going to be successful against anything, but that was pretty. It took a long time. This man with the mace and the crossbow is, gonna try to surround Raj. She, that is Foxfire, is now gonna target that guy, who probably. I'm zooming in there. Is that a flank? Maybe. Don't really know. Oh, I put the crouching on him. That's why that was confusing. Oh, yeah, come on. What are we doing? Well, she doesn't get her aim bonus because she was aiming at somebody else. But now she's going to throw at this guy. Let's do that. There we go. Throw. Whoa. She misses. She also steps back. After she throws, could hit anybody else. Let's see if it hits this guy. No, probably not going to hit anybody else. I don't know. Maybe we'll roll, but it's highly unlikely. It doesn't really seem like it could. No, just forget it. Yep, she missed. Bummer. This, I think before I said gentleman. He's a bandit, so he's not a gentleman. Oh, critical success, stabbing at Frank. What's going to happen? Let's go on the critical success table. Critical hit table. Oh, yuck. That's not good. So, luckily, he only does 3. So DR is going to be 2 instead of 4. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Yeah, armored advisor. Right. Okay. That could have been worse for Frank. Like a lot worse. Not too bad. He takes 2 injury. Because 1 gets through. Yeah, he doesn't have high pain thresholds. Weird, but he doesn't. 62 points, man. Not a lot of points. All right, this guy, he's on round 3 of reloading. Right? Yep, he is. This man with the duster, not a gentleman, but a man. Just a man. Gonna try to stab. Yeah, he does. Oh boy. So nowhere to retreat because Carlotta got up in his axe. So he's gonna do a fevered defense, I believe. I guess not. Did he? Oh yeah, it cost 1 fatigue point. So he did a fevered defense. Right. Turns out he didn't need it, but all right. Thulnar is gonna step there because he I don't know. Because he is. And he's gonna swing with his dwarven mace, I believe. Yeah, do it. 7. Targeting that guy. The lieutenant, as the case may be. He defends. Bangs off the shield.
Thanks for watching Vorpal Helmet.